Hello mate, and welcome to Puzzle Combat, where you match three pieces, find yourself a hero with some superpowers, and destroy the enemy. Make as many alliances as you can, and win the game. Hello, I'd like to introduce myself as Jocasta. I am a healer of medicine of my teammates that have suffered in battle. I have a slow charge speed of 36. I must take the time to mend my wounded. All allies get 38% charge generation for 3 turns. I also clear status elements from my allies. I am truly the girl to have on your side.
Alrighty, so Jocasta, we are covering for this a closer look video, and I think she's a tea drinker. Should probably offer her a spot of tea. I think she would like tea. I don't know, I like tea. She looks like a tea girl to me. Alright, so this is one of the original 5 heroes of the month that they put out way back when. So they did one of each color, and she was the only female hero of the month too, because it was, let's see, Goldman, Minimoto, Chull, Jocasta, and Mr. Magnat. So those were the 5 original, and they kept rotating them around. So if you started the game way back when, you would have got multiple chances to land the hero of the month. So if you missed it one month, you may have been able to pick her up in a different month. So that was kind of cool. That was awesome, actually. I got multiple copies of her, Minimoto, 1 copy of Chill, and I didn't get the other 2, the purple or the yellow one, which was fine. But way back then, there wasn't a lot to the game either. We were raiding the same people multiple times a day. Because the game was just brand new out. Like, they were just getting going and using us kind of as the guinea pigs to build the game, really. Because there was only the map. And we didn't even have veterans at the time either, so we literally just raided the heck out of each other 20 times a day, the same person, and played the map stages again and again and again. There was no war, there was no nothing, but that was okay. That was pretty cool to see the game in the early days. Yeah, so I managed to get her on 2 different times that she was offered, so I do have 2 copies of her, and she is pretty awesome at what she does, I gotta say. So if you have a copy of her and you haven't leveled her, then definitely level her. She's worth it. And at some point, I'm sure SG will introduce a Tavern of Legends type of thing where there's some sort of an event or a quest that will offer past heroes of the month, so she'll be in that. So I'm sure at some point she'll be offered again, and you guys could maybe pick up a copy of her if you don't have her yet, and if you started after they quit offering. So now there's a new hero of the month every single month. So I definitely want to see them incorporate that, hopefully sooner than later. We'll see. Alright, so this is a heck of a lot of health all at once, which is awesome. And then you've got the charge generation for 3 turns at the same time. Sweet. Everybody charges faster. And she also clears status ailments. And we know how important that is with all the burn, bleeds, and poisons out there. So definitely the combination of this is just awesome. And in all reality, even if she only did 2 out of these 3 things, she'd still be a great hero. So it's just a bonus to have all 3 of these all at once. And the slow, it's a bit of a drawback, but honestly not really with her, because the speed weapons do help her. So she will end up being low end average and functionally faster with a speed weapon on her. Though that's just awesome as well. So that really doesn't slow her down much. And then, of course, when she goes off one time, you're going to get that charge generation, that 38% that kicks in as well. And you honestly don't even notice that she is a slow hero. You really don't. It's fantastic. All right, so medic class. And I have a few talents on her, so that kind of, you'll see, like, her health is pretty high here at 1475. Well, I have went down the health and defense path as much as I can at the time. I've only got her to 7. It'll be a long time before I can take her down anymore, but so that's a bit inflated as to what she would actually be if she was just maxed at 100. Just keep that in mind. It's not a lot, mind you, but 36 health points there, 36 health points there, and then we got defense of 18. And then that's it. I'm stuck because this will be a heck of a long time before I work my way up to 125 emblems. Takes a long time. It's like 1,500 emblems for a 5-star, right? So, I mean, I'm not interested in buying them either. A lot of people do, and that's their prerogative, but that's okay. I'll work my way up. It'll be a little while, but that's okay. Battlefield trauma care. So the healing spray. This is so annoying. So it works well for what it's meant to do, because it just goes off after allies receive any damage. So 7% can be quite a bit, especially if it kicks in a few times during the battle, which I have seen it do. So it's annoying as hell sometimes, because it just might have undone damage that you just happen to do with a special. So 3, 6, 9 is where I'm at for that, and 15% chance altogether to do that. That's pretty good percentage. So, and of course when I do get emblems, I'm going to keep going down the health and defense path as much as I can. So probably go here for health. There's a health and a defense in the same one, which is cool. And then you get down to these two choices, and I don't know, like, okay, so the speed is gonna charge her up maybe 1 tile faster, which puts her at 37, which she's still in the slow category, so of 12 tiles to charge originally. So I don't know, like, is it helpful? Yeah, maybe, but the speed weapons already help her. And then this is, the critical bonus is double damage by 2%. Well, she's not a striking hero, so that's kind of tough, which is different. Now she's in my defense, and I'm going to keep her on defense. Now, this would probably help her out when she taps, when it's her turn to tap the attacking team, but yeah, so that's a tough one. I don't know really which one would be better for that. Since she's not a striking hero, I would probably go charge bonus myself. So alright, so speaking of defense, let's run down her actual hero grading too, because she's good on both offense and defense. Her hero grading is an A, and that is understandable for what she does. Like, that healing of that much health is awesome. She kind of reminds me of Ariel from Empires and Puzzles, because God, Ariel heals a whole heck of a lot too. Just can completely undo damage like in a snap. So it's pretty cool. Now she has a 5 on both offense and defense, and that's understandable considering her stats and what she does. She's very effective on both of those. And a 4.5 on the war machine. If you're fighting lower war machines, I don't see that you necessarily need her. Once you get up to 9, 10, 11s and plus, yeah, you definitely need a healer. And I generally take her in on every single war machine. I have Coyote, like I'll swap her out if we're against a yellow and go mono purple team sort of thing, but she's generally a staple on my offense, my attacking teams, my defense, and my war machine. So very useful overall. Absolutely very useful overall. She's a lot of good synergy as well, especially when that 38 charge generation kicks in. So your fast heroes are going to charge up even faster. Like, it's insane. It's pretty decent for sure. Alrighty, so we should run down the weapons. And since she's a staple in my defense, I have no problem taking her down the talent grid as far as I can. The second Jocasta, I haven't I do have enough repelling gear, but I don't know that I want to promote her yet because I've got Marina almost all the way too. But yeah. So someday I am planning on promoting a second one though, because I can always use her for a war. But for right now, gonna wait on the variety, get some more variety of 5 stars up there. Okay, so I have the 3 regular 5-star weapons. So the Tank Bane I'm not leveling. I probably would if I didn't have copies of the other 2 already leveled. But I don't generally think I'm in need of it, so I'm probably going to save it as a sacrificing weapon. But so the stats would be a bit higher if I did level it. This is a good defensive weapon though. If this is the one that you have, that resistance and health come into play on defense very well. Alrighty, so that's the Tank Bane, and then the Chekhov. This is like my favorite weapon. I would definitely level a second one if I got it. 21% critical chance, and then the speed points a 9. So the speed points a 9 put her at 44, which take her into that average category. 44 or 45. So it does drop her to 11 tiles to charge and 6 ghosted tiles. So definitely useful for her. This is the one that I keep on her all the time. And like I say, once she kicks in and goes off the first time, and then you get that 38% charge generation too, like, it's just awesome. So that is a fantastic weapon for her. Vantage down here, you got 30% critical chance, so a good one to put on offense if you don't have the Chekhov. And then the Tigger, so this is 7 speed points, which puts her at 43, and that just bumps her past that break point of slow to average. So the last slow is 42, and then 43 you become average at 11 tiles instead of 12 to charge. So the speed weapons are very good for her. She's at that low end of average, and she's functionally faster with them, so that's fantastic. Alright, so what about the master weapons, the red master weapons? Well, the Kubik, that is the 3-star one, and it's venom ammo. Now, that is for a striking hero, so it's not going to work with her specialist because she doesn't hit anyone. She's not an AoE hitter, she's not a sniper, nothing like that. So in a red stack, I would put that on a different hero. Maybe Zidane or Foxtrot, whatever the case may be. The 4-star is the Falcon Tech, and that's health per turn of 35. Well, that's fantastic for her. Obviously, boost up the healer, keep them alive longer. For sure, that one's a good one for her. The 5 stars, so you got the Flashpoint, my favorite named weapon, which does burn. Again, that doesn't help her because she's not a striking hero. So that would be better off on another one like Zidane or Foxtrot or Haruto, whatever the case may be, if you're doing a red stack. And then the levy is 30 armor per turn. So that's another good one, of course, for keeping her alive longer with armor. Alright, so what about the awful waffle? Well, that's just armor damage. Boo. It's not a bad attack stat though, but again, she's not really an attacking hero. She'll only tap them when it's her turn on defense. She'll tap the attacking team, but that's about it. So 11% dodge. Fantastic, of course, for defense if you've got the mainframe. Another defensive weapon. 19% resistance, and of course that's a decent defense stat there too. So the Malgore, I use this all the time when I first started out, because this was the first weapon that I had in that color to use, and now I don't use it much anymore, but it did serve its purpose initially, that's for sure. Alright, Moss Green, just 45 health points, and then the Manchester, of course, with the critical chance. So some fantastic weapons options for her. I like the red weapons. It does seem to have enough variety, and hopefully I can land another one of these guys at some point. That is definitely my favorite weapon. It really is. Alright, so how about... got some raids to do. I'll do a raid with her. If you watch my other raid videos, you've probably seen Jocasta in there. That was a red stack that I used, so let's try green stack for this one. So let's switch out you and you. Oh, I'm gonna switch those weapons. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Oh, 4,400. I didn't even notice the team power. Boy, I bet that can get annoying in a field aid war, those two healers side by side. Oh, this is kind of an ugly board. Damn it. Crazy arms are about to come out. Ugh. Okay, good. She's going off. Did you see Dasha there? 700 something now. She's back up to 1327, almost full. It's a good amount. Like, you just can't beat that amount of healing that she does. Actually, I'm gonna go for him. We'll do that. Perfect. Now I'm not getting any more red tiles. Oh well. There we go, now I got some more. That should charge her up. Beautiful. Gotcha. Sweet. Alright, so yeah, I always keep this check off on her, so alright guys, I think I'm gonna cut it there, but yeah, if you have her, definitely get her in your lineup. She's pretty good. She's pretty handy, and she's always gonna be handy for so many things, so very versatile. Alright, happy Sunday fun day folks.